everyone. Seems kind of slow tonight. People slowly trickling in.
It's probably because we haven't been consistent lately.
Mm.
Boo us. But we're back now, so.
Yeah, we are. We're here. Episode 67 on? Pretty awesome. This week, not a whole lot of stuff, but kind of some random stuff going on. Requested item, some new Barrow things. I wanted to show off that Barrow-itch case that we got, that one that you posted about, but I think someone bought it today because it's out of stock now. I was like, dang it.
No.
Yeah, it's already gone. But we're gonna be
Hank
ordering
maybe
5 more of those, and when we get them in next time, I'll hopefully remember to grab one.
They look like a really solid home theater PC.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think I would go with a Sliger thing if I wanted a really little fancy case.
Is my top camera froze? I'm not even on there. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. All right. I guess we'll do the close-up one. The close-up one wants to work. I don't know why that all of a sudden decided it don't want to work today.
I think it's still a yes issue.
Yeah. But anyways, I guess we can get started and people will slowly start trickling in. So to start, I know one of the last times we did a stream, we showed off some inline filters from Bike Ski. We just got more in, but these ones are actually copper.
Oh, that's right. That was the one thing that we talked about, is how they're aluminum.
Yeah, they're aluminum. These are copper. They're the circular ones. If in the SKU they say -CU for copper, so that way you can tell the difference between this and the other ones. These are nice. I like these. These are kind of remind me of the ones from XSPC that we carry that sell or sold very well. And
are really nice.
That's like glass. We got these ones, like the other ones, we actually had them in like 4 or 5 different colors. These ones we only have in 2, so we got the chrome, and then we definitely got black. So, and these
look like they're solid construction.
Oh yeah, they got weight to them. They definitely are made well. And the screening in them actually doesn't look like some cheap screen. It's actually some nice screening in there.
I don't see them on the site, though.
I literally just added them right before we did this, so I need to recache the site. These are $17.95 or $17.99, the same price as the aluminum ones, which is kind of surprising because you'd think something that's copper is going to be a little more.
I expected closer to 30, but that's not a bad price at all. Okay, I don't know how close you are, but that screen looks like it would really only stop major debris.
Yeah. Well,
I do like inline filters, especially like in a test bench situation, because that seems like the most likely scenario for them. However, the only one I've really seen to be like practical use for like a daily PC deal is the one from Aqua Computer with the valves, so then you can easily clean the screen.
Yeah.
Because I think with that one you'd want to buy like quick disconnect fittings for it,
so
or
that
something.
Way you can get that fitting out of there and clean it when you need to.
Yeah, exactly. Because I thought the point is to be able to just clean it when you need to, but I guess maybe if you just include it with your yearly flush or something, then it works okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. Glad it's copper. We got them now, boys.
But yep, and moving on, we got a bunch of new Bits Power in, some new Touch Aqua stuff, so we got some compression fittings from them that are 2-packs that I think were a nice deal. I didn't grab any, but just thought I'd mention those. And there was, like a lot of the new stuff we got were updated versions to old versions. So like they updated their little RGB controller. They already updated their LN2 pot. They updated the rain bolt kit. I know I showed one of them like a couple weeks back, and it has the lighting for the tubing that you run the strip through. Now they actually include two 90-degree fittings in with it, so you get the normal compression fittings that belong to that, and you get 90s in case you need some 90-degree fittings. And I really think that was all that was really there new-wise, except for these. We got in their new Hex Multi-Link premium fittings. So these are some of the new 6-packs that they have. And they are a little pricey. They run between $51.50 for the 12 mil and $61.99 for the 16 millimeter. But I have to say they look really, really clean. They got a really nice look to them. This nice little hexagon design.
Did you just add those two as well, Garrett?
These? Yes, these are on the site.
How far down?
I'm
looking.
Try looking up by the part number.
Oh, lordy.
ENLH. It should probably pull them up.
Wow, I really like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a nice little design, little cuts on the side, give it a nice style. And currently, we only have them in black chrome and silver, and we have them in all 3 sizes. Like I mentioned, they are a little pricey, but
what'd you say the SKU is?
The BPPRE-ENLH. You should at least be able to get the silver from there. But yeah, they're pretty. They're expensive. But I mean, let's say they're basically $10 a fitting, so that is kind of like their pricing for a lot of their compression fittings.
Take one apart real quick, because don't they take one apart?
Take one apart?
Yeah, because okay, they come in 16. So yeah, a 6-pack for a 16 mil is 62, and then for the smallest size, which would be 12 millimeter, is 51.50.
Oh, and they have that.
And then they have 14 mil as well.
So
yeah, polished brass would look sweet. No, I think I don't know. I really like the whole hexagon design. Maybe the hexagon is overplayed, but in my opinion, for like a car themed PC,
yeah,
it really kind of, or even just an industrial look. It kind of gives it a look of a bolt, essentially, is what I was going for. But yeah, is it using the new O-ring?
Yep, it has new O-rings, and it has those little metal washer top things that go over the O-rings.
Oh, look at that! Wow,
it's very
so then it compresses it real good.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's dope. So they're the new. Yeah, I can see why they can easily justify the price. I mean, that's not cheap by any means, but it's $10 or less a fitting essentially.
Yeah.
And if anybody's bought Bits Power fittings in the past, $10 a fitting is nothing outrageous from Bits Power.
And I mean, you're honestly paying for their quality. I honestly don't think we ever get returns on Bits Power fittings.
Well, and what's up? So I wonder what we've never seen the Bits Power Premium before recently. I know these reservoirs that they've come out with lately. I think it's pretty new, this whole premium thing. I wonder if it's kind of maybe not necessarily in response to other brands, but I know other brands are always trying to branch
like EK has their Quantum line.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
might be their...
Everyone seems to be getting a higher end line going now. So maybe that's what the premium thing is about.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It is they're kind of, they have.
I thought they always just do the line with Touch Aqua and Bits Power being Touch Aqua being the budget, and then Bits Power being more premium. But I guess now they're furthering the gap.
Yeah, I honestly think it's kind of like doing the what EK has. I mean, granted, EK either it's their Quantum line or they have their Classic line now, and their Classic line is usually slightly cheaper. And the Quantum line is all their premium stuff. Granted, they don't really have anything that's just EK. It's either one of the two now. But, I mean, I would say it's something along those lines,
Yeah, no, apparently these days changing your brand up a little bit is the way to go. So That's what we're seeing. But yeah, these are nice and new. I like it. Like I said, dude, I'm tempted to almost switch my fittings again. I've like switched
It's like the
fittings in my
third time you decide you want to switch fittings.
well, and it's only bad because I haven't like returned any of the fittings that I switched from, so I'm piling up fittings
Yeah. I
as
mean,
usual.
yeah, I have to say these are kind of well
These
worth
are
the money.
dope.
The look on them,
I
like the
really like
finish
those.
on them. The best
How
thing
many
about
packs?
their six packs or Bits Power in general is that if you buy a six pack of matte black, black sparkle, whatever,
Oh, that's right.
they
Yeah, the
all
finish
match.
always. Yeah, the finish always matches. Bits Power's been pretty good at that because I mean, Bits Power didn't always have six packs. This is
Mm-mm.
newer for them too. I know probably in the past year, but you could still buy a dozen Silver Shining or Black Sparkle
Yeah,
fittings. We would hand just pick them out at like they're in bins at PPCs, so it's not like we're trying to match them up when we're picking them out,
yeah.
and they'll all match. So.
Whereas EK, we've had to, every once in a while you sit there and have to
I
match
wonder if
them.
they
Granted, they have gotten a lot better, and I think they
have
found
that.
a
Okay.
better supplier.
I
But
was
in the
gonna
past,
say it.
that was one of the reasons, at least with
Yeah, the
their
black
black chrome, that they literally admitted to us that like that's the reason why they never did six packs with black chrome is because you literally have to hand match them because the consistency was
I
not
mean,
there.
I would be pissed if I was a customer. I bought a dozen of them, and half of them are lighter than the other half. It's like
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that. So can't blame anybody for that.
So moving on, and while we're on fittings, I wanted to grab these Barrel Witch fittings that I believe Hank posted about the Wolverine ones that are supposed to literally lock in a piece of tubing. So literally, you just take your tubing, you just push it down inside, and it literally compresses slightly to grab in. So like, I don't know if you can tell, but you see like there's like the little teeth on the inside, and you literally can push them down, so they go inside, and then you let go, and all those will grab into the tubing and hold it in there. So it's a
Which
nifty
ones are-
little idea.
Wait, what's going on with that?
You see that?
Is that what kind of fitting is this? I gotta look.
It's a hard line. It's rigid.
Oh my.
So a little. This would be a fun fitting to test.
Is that the
resistance
Wolverine
Yeah.
fitting? Oh, so that's how it's different, and that's why somebody equated it to a shark bite fitting for like plumbing. A shark bite fitting is like a real thing, like if you do any plumbing. So that's cool. That is
very.
I was wondering how because Barrel literally has a video on YouTube. Somebody could find it and link it. They're pulling those fittings with like two vehicles, and the tube I would assume breaks. I don't think they ever show what happens in the end, but the fittings don't pull off from the tubing. So
Yeah. Maybe we'll have to reenact that video to some extent and see the tension between the two and see how well they'll hold in. And these are actually fairly cheap. We have them in black or they're chrome, and they come in either 16 and 14. I don't think we have a 12, but the 14 is $450 for a fitting.
Yeah, I know they're so cheap too. I want to.
Yeah.
Can you take one apart though? I want to see how that. Like, what happens when you take it apart? You gotta like reassemble that whole.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if there was an actual like.
We have 14 mil for those in black, and silver, and then we also have 16 mil in black and silver as well, but no 12 mil. It looks like. Yeah.
They don't unscrew. You literally just screw them in. Like you physically cannot.
Oh, so you just slide the tubing in, and then that.
Yeah, this just spins.
So they just count on. I bet you anything they work even better in PETG than acrylic, just because PETG is so soft.
Yeah, it just bites into it better.
Yeah.
I mean, what, you're gonna be down here in 3 weeks? Again, so we can test that then.
Oh, that's right. I gotta buy that. Yeah, and then Evo. Let's see, what's his name? Evo Catty Productions. Evo. I don't quite know how to say your name, but this guy in chat, Garrett, said that he's emailing you about his Alpha Cool back plate.
Yes, I believe I know. Yes, and I'm pretty sure that will work. That image, I'll crop it. Don't worry about it. And that's kind of what's here. It's not hit. I mean, technically this is his block that we're going to show off, but it's not UV printed on
Technically,
yet.
so look at that. He gets to check it out. No, we forgot to mention it right away, but if you guys hit the homepage of the website, you guys can see the Alpha Cool promotion that Mr. Productions here is talking about, and we're UV printing for you guys on the back plates.
Yeah,
Do you
Alpha Cool
know,
paid
Garrett,
for
what happens when we run out of the first 10? Then it's just going to be the regular service charge.
Yeah, Alpha Cool paid in advance to have this done. Let me see. I have pictures on my phone. I don't know how well I can.
What's up, Willie? Yeah, no, we've had Garrett show me the designs, and I think he's posted them in the group. If you guys are in the Facebook
few. I haven't
group,
posted all of them.
like,
This one from today. There's some others. So someone just generic Alpha Cool design.
Here. Oh, I wish. I can. I think I can change it to screen share, or you can show it on your phone.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Is just showing them off of my phone for anybody that hasn't seen them. Can I? I can't. I don't want to go unlock my thing. I knew it was gonna do that. But
I think the post got buried. Yeah, that one was really cool.
Yeah, that one turned out really nice. And then we had the generic design that I made that people have bought a few. So I think I have the ability to print 4 more for free, and then after that, you have to buy it from Mod My Mods to get them for free. Considering I've only gotten 1 request from them so far, and I had to tell them that it wasn't going to work. So.
If you guys do want to hit up that free service, like you said, Mod My Mods has 10 free as well, so you guys can go over to the website modmymods.com. and order through there.
Yep.
Well, I guess you guys already shipped it out. Was the UV backplate included? Was it a 3080 or 90 block? One of the new ones, right?
Alpha Cool. So
as long
that
as
was
it
yours. Was
the
the
ones your order would have went through for sure.
I'm believing. Doesn't matter. In an elite group of Roman soldiers. I don't know. I don't remember getting a. Oh.
We'll have to double check that. If you want, Jin, just send an
email me.
Yeah, I'll put this email. I think it's in the description as well, but you can pull it off here in chat. So just email him. Make sure that we get your backplate done. Because if you did order one of the 3080-90 blocks from Alpha Cool, then for sure.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you selected the service and included your image, it should have come through. I mean, I haven't heard anybody saying that they tried and had an issue with it or anything like that. But yeah, email me. The only one that I know we got yesterday was the one I showed off. I don't even know what anime or game that was from, to be honest. The only one.
Yeah, if you've got your invoice and everything, that's perfect. Just shoot Garrett an email, and
because this was the only.
Tonight, it'll be tomorrow morning.
That was the main one I did yesterday. I contacted the person. I printed that this morning and shipped it out. So I don't know if that one's yours. I do not know.
It could just be that somebody that's supposed to print off the order for Garrett didn't get around to it yet.
Can we send in a single or multiple EK backplates to have artwork added? Sorry, Cayman. Yeah, you can definitely do that. We do have the UV printing service listed on our site. So if you want to send them in,
I'll link that.
The cost is on the site already for the UV printing backplates. I know that once we start doing more EK stuff, I'm pretty sure we're going to be running some kind of promotion to printing on the 3000 series backplates for EK too. But that will be through us. It might be a discounted charge, but it most likely won't be free unless EK decides to cover some of it and we cover the other half. But anyways, moving on. I know this was requested. Was some of the new barrow tubing. Because normally we had the metal chrome tubing, and now we got metal black tubing, which this is
That's
actually
right. That stuff looked really cool.
really nice. I have to admit.
'Cause I don't think any other brand does have a black metal tubing.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
I know we have quite a few different metal tubings from Bits Power, but I do not think
I don't think they're black.
there
I
is a
think
black. There's a black chrome, and there might be a carbon black, but
Yeah.
it's not this kind of matte black look. No. But
Yeah, I
what is
really
it?
like that.
490 millimeters in length, and this is 14 mil tubing. I'm assuming they'll probably make more once, they start getting more requests, or they just haven't done it yet.
What's the exact name on the finish?
On the
Satin
fitting, you mean
black?
tubing?
Yeah.
TB 14-490.
No, I mean, like, what is... It just says black. But I don't know, you're in person, Garrett. Is that a gloss or a satin?
It's closer to satin, I'd say. I mean, I think it's metal. It's going to be reflective slightly anyways, but it's definitely more of a satin than any kind of chrome black or anything like that.
Yeah, it doesn't look super shiny black, but I think it's just naturally shiny due to the fact
that it's just the light
smooth
above
surface.
me that's reflecting. There's literally a light right above me, so it's literally just that. I mean, it's kind of hard to make it so it's not. I mean, if you can tell from the side.
Yeah, like it's a really
definitely
smooth surface, so no matter what. But it is somewhat glossy, so I bet it's somewhere between a gloss and a satin.
Yeah, definitely.
It's pretty reflective.
It's definitely not chrome. It is
But it's
more
not matte.
satin than anything.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely not a matte finish.
Yes.
So if somebody wanted a matte black tube, I forget if somebody makes a rigid. I know like EKZMT is a matte black tube. However, that's soft tube. So a different ball game there. However, I think maybe Bits Power or Barrow or somebody makes just a regular black rigid tube.
I don't.
Sure. I feel like somebody has one. Monsoon, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, just regular.
Like black hard tube.
Yeah.
Matte black.
Monsoon does, and I'm pretty sure Prima Chill did. I don't know if we still carry it anymore, but there was I know that we have black from Monsoon. Pretty positive. I know we had one at time. I know it's either Prima Chill or Monsoon, or both of them carry it.
Spray paint. Definitely spray paint works as well. And we didn't get any bent pieces of this stuff, did we?
No, I don't think they have that yet. These run $14.95 for a piece.
And this is only 14 mil as well.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
So
pretty specific, but if that's what you guys were looking for, now we have it. Yeah, I know. Then I really do like all the chrome and copper tubes and all that stuff. It's a nice addition. It gives the build a little more premium feel, I would definitely say, and it's definitely more premium than plastic. So, but the 90 pre-bent is really where it comes into play, because even I've had somebody ask for pre-bent 90 stuff that's like really long, and nobody has that either. So. There's room to grow in the metal tubing market.
This is the thing I was excited to show you guys. So, when everyone saw the ones from basically Bits Power forever ago, they had those hexagon reservoirs. This is a slightly larger version of that. So these can all be linked together via I don't think they included the tube piece. Let me see if that's included. Maybe it's below. But yes, it is. So these you can actually attach to any radiator, or to a radiator. I don't want to say any, because I'm pretty sure these are 120 only. But you can attach them, and when you take out one of these ports on the side, you can put in this little fitting in between the two and sandwich them together, so that way you make a larger reservoir. It is a nifty little idea. They don't include an Allen key to remove it, but and I don't have a.
Let's see the fitting they use.
It's just like this little nylon bit.
Oh,
That's
interesting, and it must be the perfect length.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, they show it on like a P5 or whatever with four of them.
there is
stacked
one
together.
like in that picture. There's like 3 of these linked together, and there's a port on each side, and there's 2 ports on the top. So that way you can. I mean, there's so many different configurations with these. I remember seeing
That's really
when people the Bits Power like hex reses first came out. I saw the people like connecting them all and making these crazy like contraptions with them.
Yeah.
And they all look pretty cool doing that.
Well, I really like what Barrow did in this product picture they have because they like alternated. They did a dual loop and then they alternated the colors. So like you can get for the fact that they all stack up like that, you can get really complex.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that they like use like as much room as possible for them, so that literally when you put 2 together, they're like touching almost.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, that's a light inside them. I
Mhm.
see. I thought at first it was the fans behind them lighting it up, but they have a little DRGB strip in there. That's cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
These are $32.95.
Yeah, they're only $33, so that's honestly like,
Yep.
that's a cheap reservoir. Because
Yeah.
what are our 120 reservoirs? They're like $40.
I don't know. I do not remember.
But yeah, they don't come with lighting, so
Yeah, that is true. Ours
it's
do not.
pretty legit. I like it.
Yeah, I mean they're a nice little design. When I saw these, I thought they're pretty cool. I mean,
And they do. If anybody was like concerned about mounting them to your radiator, it looks like that bracket. What would you say? Maybe 10 millimeters tall, Garrett.
what?
The bracket, how tall it stands off the radiator, so you'd still have airflow. Like
Yeah, definitely.
you're not flush mounting it against your fan.
It's probably around like 20
I'd say it's
mil.
10 or, yeah, 20 mil.
possibly,
So should be no less space than a standard front panel would give you.
Exactly. It's not gonna.
I don't think it would really adversely affect your airflow. Obviously, it does create some kind of impasse, but either way, I don't think it'd be.
I don't think it would ever be enough that you would need to concern yourself with the fact of it restricting airflow.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah, you put something in front of a fan, it's going to restrict airflow, but I mean, as long as there's a decent amount of gap, you're not going to have to worry about your temps like skyrocketing because of it.
Yeah, exactly. You can
So,
always just mount it to an empty fan.
Last but not least, since it is 3090s, 3080s, I decided to bring out the Alpha Cool one. Since this is the only ones we've gotten so far. I do not know when we are getting EKs. I know we've ordered them, and
Yeah, the product thing says coming soon or whatever.
yeah, and I feel like that the date, the time frame that we put up might be a little skewed
this
because
is expected to ship out in early October or sooner.
we're hoping. I haven't heard anything about them shipping to us yet, so
Yeah, so it might be a little bit still, but we have Alpha Cools is what you're
Alpha
saying.
Cool. We do have. I'm assuming we've probably ordered the Bits Power ones now that they have announced theirs.
Yeah.
And we do have, I believe, Bike Ski ones on the way.
I thought about I heard that too.
So, and then there is another company that is working on 3090s that I know of. So,
At
not
least
gonna say who because I don't know when they're planning on revealing theirs or having theirs come out, but there is another company that makes nice blocks that is making some.
So, but is EK's website actually shipping out the EK blocks?
No, they're still pre-order as far as I know.
I thought this whole launch was all about how they were gonna have blocks day one.
I don't work for EK.
I don't either, but I thought maybe I misread it somewhere. Yeah, I was gonna say Watercool has got to be one of them that's working on it, like Calf said.
Oh yeah,
Apparently,
Watercool of course
posted-
it's not Watercool that I was talking about. I don't
I
know
haven't
when
guessed
Watercool's
that,
will
but
be.
then if that's who it is, then I have no faith in it. So we'll see. But the AlphaGoul one looks dope.
Yeah, I
I
really
want to
like.
look at I need to look at the PCB of the new cards because it's really interesting that cold plate, what they did with the cold plate.
Yeah, I mean, in the past for the water flow and everything, the fluids and whatnot, it's very. It's different. I mean, everything about this whole
Yeah.
card series is so different. So, I mean, as you can tell, this is the end, and it flows all the way through, fills up here. I mean, there's definitely like a lip, so it can flow both sides, but has a little bit of a restriction, so I guess not as much coolant goes that way. It can,
I
you know,
would really like to actually take these blocks and compare them because, like, if you look at EK's design, theirs is more like the previous generations that you've seen with a large cold plate that,
uh-huh.
spans most of the plexi, whereas that is more similar to like a CPU block,
Yeah. It's
which I wouldn't expect it's gonna be bad by any means, but I'd be in because I'm sure AlphaCool is able to keep costs down by not having nearly as
oh yeah,
much.
these
Oh, look at
blocks
that! Oh, it
are.
has little heat. I see. So I'm wondering, yeah, they must just save a little money by cutting out the parts in the middle there.
Well, I mean, and if you look at the price, and that price includes a backplate, I mean, they
Yeah.
kind of beat EK to the price point on
Oh
this
yeah, I
one.
mean, I bought their 2080 Ti block because the price is ridiculous compared to other brands. Even the cheaper brands like Barrow and Bikeski, they're right there with them with price, sometimes even cheaper. But if you do look at that cold plate design, you can see, obviously the die is right in the middle. Then you have the memory modules around the die, and then you
Mm-hmm.
have two sets of MOSFETs on either side. So they do cover all of the components that you need to cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't expect that to have any bit less performance than most other blocks. So
Yeah, and for anybody that didn't see, they did post an announcement about the EVGA blocks that.
they're doing those soon.
Well, no, so these blocks, I don't know which EVGA card it was. They will fit on them, but they do not cover the whole card. But they did say that this does cover all the major components that need to be covered. It is like the PCB will stick out slightly. Granted, I believe they didn't say that these were made for that, and they don't even say, hey, yeah, this is what we made these for. It just so happens that they do work with it.
Yeah,
Something
well,
along those lines.
CAF PCs just mentioned that the reason why they made the cold plate all broken up like that is to have a wider range of compatibility, supposedly. So you may see that block actually still work for some of your other
Yeah.
add-in board company cards, that's really cool. If that actually ends up working on
Yeah.
a wide variety of cards, I'd be really impressed. That'd be cool.
Well, I'm pretty sure they had a difficult time this time around because, I mean, this is the first time that the reference card is not the reference
Yeah.
card. And, like,
Yeah, that was really, I had to read that stuff about that because that confused the hell out of me too. So, but
yeah.
apparently, like Cav said, apparently that's to make it more compatible, and that does make sense. If
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I obviously don't work for Nvidia, but I would assume that even the add-in board companies, when they take these PCBs and redesign them, they probably leave those main components like memory, die, and MOSFETs in pretty much the same place because
Yeah.
I
There's
don't
slight
think
changes here and there.
yeah, but typically all that is the Nvidia spec that they give them. So
Yeah,
I bet
I
that block
think
can work a lot of cards. That'll be really cool.
I think Bits Power is going to be the first people to have the actual, like Founders Edition style card because they posted a picture and it fits on their Nvidia's like weird, that weird PCB with like the triangle cutout. They
Yeah.
posted a picture that has that, and the ports on theirs were off the side and everything. So it is
Oh,
interesting.
that was that post. Yeah, I saw that. That was interesting. But that was like we just saw that at the end of the 20 series
Mhm.
generational blocks, the side ports. I thought Bits Power was the first one to do that, but I see here that one of our new products is Barrows for the 2080 Ti with the ports off the end.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's coming pretty more in common with the whole distro plate fad.
Yeah,
It makes
that would make a lot of sense. I mean, you have all these people that are vertically mounting your card, and then it
Yeah,
just
and you
would
wouldn't
make
even have to vertically mount it to make sense if you're using a distro. If you put a distro in the traditional, either the front or side panel, it would make it so it lines up pretty easy.
I
But
was
yeah,
honestly, I
so
was just surprised on how small these blocks are compared to the 20 series. Like these backplates, I guess it's kind of hard to tell for reference. Here, let's do reference. So here is a 2080 Strix backplate. This is James's backplate that we UV printed on, but size reference is just like serious. Oh, let's go this way.
I'm waiting for it to come up on screen. I'm excited to see this.
But no, wrong way. It's literally a good like 2 inches smaller. These are like 9.1 inches or something like that. The only reason why I know that's for UV printing on them. And these are like 11 and a half, I think it was.
So what was all that hype about the 30 series being so much bigger? Because even if you get a 3090 and it sticks out a little beyond that,
yeah,
that's nothing close to a 2080 or 2080 Ti.
Yeah, I mean it's these Alpha Cool's block that they made for these just make the card seem like it's gonna be a lot smaller.
Yeah. Well, like you said, apparently some cards may poke out a little bit, but I really can't imagine it'd be significant. Although I think, like Calf is talking about, or no, Mr. Ryu Dragon said it's because of the two different, how there's a reference and a founders. So I think the founders one is like huge, but the cards that we're all getting that aren't the founders are that size.
Like all the ones from EVGA and whatnot are not the gigantic ones, but the ones NVIDIA is personally making are the ridiculously
huge ones. Yeah. So yeah, you said it's a custom piece. I wonder why they do that though. I guess I don't really. I wonder what's with that. I would think with such a drastic PCB change, there would be something to either gain or lose from that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't work for NVIDIA. Somebody maybe that's smarter than me in the chat can let us know why they did that. But yeah, that's really cool. And like we said, guys, if you want your backplate printed on, I linked it earlier, but it's also in our custom services where you can get a UV printed black backplate. If you buy one of those 3080 or 3090 blocks from Alpha Cool, you'll get it for free still for now.
Yeah, we have like 5 more, I think. It's 5 more that we have the ability to do. So
you'll get it, and you can send Garrett whatever image you want. I would have to tell you that image quality does make a big difference. So
yes.
Don't send clip art. But yeah, you can send in whatever you want. That's James Nichols actually in the group. If you guys know James, he's a nice guy. And that's his for a ZK card. So if you buy, even if you buy a different block, or say you buy a EK 308090 block, you can still submit that. I would assume, Garrett, that if they like pay for that service as they purchase one of these new blocks, that then you would know that, you know, you're setting it up to just be the new order and to include it, right?
Yeah. When if you go to the listing for these blocks, it's literally on the listing saying if you want to do it, there's the mock-up design that I did for that had the NVIDIA that's on the banner. You can purchase that one, or you can click custom design here, and then you get to submit your image right there. It literally pops up on your order, shows that you did it, so I'll know.
Hey, do you recommend like a minimum resolution?
Resolution?
I would have to say it really depends on the size as well.
Yeah, normally as long as it's like 300 DPI and should be good.
300 DPI or better.
You know, these are like 9-inch backplates. So what, 300 DPI? So 300 times 9 is like what, 270, 2700.
Yeah, so at least
pixels.
2700 pixels wide. But if you guys are into custom PCs, I would assume most of you know what
1200.
Photoshop is, and you could always test out. Like Garrett will at the end, obviously get your drawing all in there and everything, but you could still test it out in Photoshop to see if it looks good.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't find, like, if you send me an image and it's not high enough resolution, I'll try and find that same image at a higher resolution. I have ways of finding it.
Yeah, especially if it's like logos, like the raw guy or the gigabyte logo or whatever. We can usually work with that if it's not the best image.
Yeah, I mean, I've mocked up a few things for people when they've asked, so it's
as long as it's not like extreme doctoring of something and he's got to really fix it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No.
I will rock the stock black one. That's fair, dude. I really like the minimalist Alpha Cool logos on that block. Like I have the 2080 Ti block sitting right next to me, and although those logos aren't anything crazy either, but those I really like that it's super minimal.
My curiosity is this black little triangle.
Yeah, the black corner thing. I'm wondering about that too, but I think they kind of did that
design, I'm guessing.
I was gonna say, if you look at the previous generation, the 28 or the 20 series blocks, they all have like that angle cut into them. It's not a triangle, but they have the triangular angles cut out of the blocks. So I'm wondering if maybe that's just the way they're going with their styling now. It seems modern, and like I said, the logos are tiny, so I can appreciate that. I know I would rather have much smaller logos than giant ones by any means. So
yeah.
Good move on their part. What is the price on those again, Garrett?
These blocks?
Yeah.
I want to say 134.
Yeah, 135.99.
135.
So
okay, that's
a friggin' steal. Like I guess several years ago you would have said 135 is like standard for GPU blocks. However, that is honestly the low end now. So
yeah, I mean, considering you're getting a backplate with it, normally.
You get a backplate. It's Alpha Cool, so it's not like it's low quality by any means.
Yeah.
Alpha Cool definitely has some customer service that I don't see at every other manufacturer. So you get more than just a cheap block.
Yeah, over the years they've definitely improved. Like, I mean, before their quality on their blocks wasn't really my style, and I didn't really care for them.
I was gonna say, I think the quality has always been there, but now they seem to be like modernizing their designs really for everything.
Yeah. I mean,
I was prepared to pay a lot more.
Yeah, normally you're paying $134 just for a block. You're getting a backplate with it. That's normally what, $40 or so. So I mean, normally something like this would be like 180, 170, something around there. And you're getting it for $134 for both. It's definitely well worth it.
And like Jin just said, they're the only ones that are available right now. I thought every other brand was saying as well that they'd be ready to go right away with launch, but Alpha Cool, those are the only ones we have, right, Garrett?
Yeah, we have an order out for EK. We have an order out for Bike Ski. I'm pretty sure we probably have an order out for Bits Power.
Well, I could see if it was last Thursday and we have an order out with EK and they were on their way, because I thought they were supposed to be ready to ship.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me on that one.
Well, whatever. We got Alpha Cool ones, so all you guys hitting that bandwagon, I know 3090 just dropped today, so if anyone out there got one, congrats, and we got a block for you, because who the hell buys a graphics card and doesn't block it, you know?
But anyways, that is all we have.
Oh, great. Just asked about the Aqua Computer Flow Next. Hey, Matt, you get your 3080 yet? Definitely not. I don't think I'll ever buy one. EK's, now they're saying, so maybe I misread something where they said they'd be ready to go day one. I swear I saw some of the reps in the groups saying they'd be ready to go.
I think that was initially kind of the idea, but I think it probably got pushed back.
So it wasn't necessarily the reps' fault, but maybe they were misinformed as well.
Yeah. But anyways, that's really all we have for this week. So we should see you guys back next week with some new products. Hopefully by then, some other 3080 blocks show up, and we can show those off. But yeah, in the meantime, that's all we got for you. like I said, Alpha School promo is still going on for pretty much till we sell the next 5 and people UV print on them. But we do have the UV printing service as an option. But with that being said, you guys have a nice night and happy water cooling.
Yep. Thanks for showing up, everyone. Have a great night.